And to discuss the Cape Town Minstrel Carnival, we are now joined by the associations, of course, Sedick Soeker, and he joins us now via our telephone line. He's a chairperson. Sedick, thank you so much for your time, Mr. Soeker. Maybe let's start off here. I mean, today you held this protest that took place in the streets of Cape Town. Did you achieve your objective?
Yes, I do believe that we have achieved it because we have reclaimed the streets of Cape Town today with this protest march. And also, if you look, the memorandum that we've handed over to the MEC for Arts and Culture, Mackenzie's department, so they have received it, yeah. And what is the great thing about it is that the people from the Cape Flats came out to come and support us here today. You know, the people that now will have to go pay on Monday to go and have a look, or basically to enter the Stormer Stadium. Right, today they actually had a free show where they could enjoy themselves. People need to understand this celebration is the Freedom of Service celebration on the 2nd of New Year. If it falls on the 2nd and it's a religious day, we will then follow it up the next day. Now, the 2nd was on Friday, which was a holy day for the Muslims. You understand? Hence the reason it falls on the 3rd. And then this is not just something that came out of us. The provincial administration, as well as the city of Cape Town, paid the ex-constitutional judge, Kate Reagan, a lot of money to mediate, to get all the cultural groups together through a mediation process, which he did, signed documents by each and every cultural organization. And I think it is important that maybe we should actually forward this document to all the various news outlets so that people can actually see where it's coming from.
And maybe, Mr. Soeker, if you take us through some of your demands, what were these demands to the city of Cape Town?
Okay, first of all, the most important thing is obviously it is for us to obtain a venue. People need to understand the street parade is one section, okay? And then historically we will have competitions on every Saturday in the month of January. We made an application to the city of Cape Town. First of all, we paid them. They received, they first approved that the stadium it's fine, it's all ready to go for Payfish. Then on the 11th hour, they came to say that the stadium, according to the risk grading that was done by SABC. Now, this is also another thing that is contingent that I need to, at the latest, that we need to sit around the table with SABC and the city of Cape Town to find out exactly how do you people determine this risk grading. Then, obviously, the SABC Compliance Act, now a lot of people are not aware about this act. This act is actually a national legislation whereby people, after the debacle of the Kaiser Chiefs and Orlando Pirates game at Ellis Park, this legislation was passed at the national level with the SABC Compliance Act, whereby any municipality, right, has to ensure, it's not our responsibility, but it is the responsibility of the municipalities to ensure that stadiums are Sharia compliant. They came out on the 11th hour, the city of Cape Town, to say that Payfish is not Sharia compliant. However, I will challenge that because for the last 8 or 9 years that we didn't have a stadium previously, the organization structure, the KKA, was granted and we got evidence and proof played at Payfish while we were playing at Athlone Stadium. And this all arrived after we not supported, but however, when we were approaching 2015, when the ANC had the celebrations in Cape Town, and we as a cultural organization structure to come and support the ANC, we then filled up that Cape Town Stadium with people of color. It was a lot of our people, the colored people that basically followed me. And then shortly after that, the DA-led council made sure that there was nothing for us anymore. And they actually made a statement, this newspaper scribbling to the effect, that J.P. Smith categorically stated that we will suffer.
And Mr. Soeker, maybe just take us through, I mean, you know, when it comes to this cultural activity that takes place every year in the city of Cape Town, and what does it mean that you find yourself at this point where you are in and out of the courts, just fighting to make sure that this cultural event takes place in the city of Cape Town?
You see, what is very important is that we need to ensure that we are governed by the Constitution and we are entitled to practice our arts and culture as contemplated in the Constitution. However, we have been denied that rights now for the last 8 years, in and out in court with the city of Cape Town, and we were never ever granted an opportunity to present our case. And I actually wanted to thank the judge that was actually sitting now recently, because he thoroughly went through the documentation, and he says that this is a pure case of constitutional rights for these people. It's the city's responsibility to ensure there is a venue for us.
All right. And when it comes to the protest that was held today, what does it signal, particularly for this event?
It was a clear indication to the thousands of people that attended this event with us in support that the second new year, freedom of slaves, needs to be celebrated on the date that it is earmarked for, as per that agreement of ex-constitutional Judge Reagan's report.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sedick, for your time. And that's Sedick Soeker. He is the chairperson of the Cape Town Minstrel Carnival Association. There, just giving us an overview of what took place today. And that's ahead of that Tweede Nuwe Jaar celebration that will be taking place on Monday.